Hey, welcome to my journey and to a new year. Happy New Year. It is 2025. How'd it happen? I was 16 just yesterday, weren't y'all? Y'all remember them days? Boy, I tell you, time flies. The older you get, the faster it goes. If you're young and you're watching this, just trust me when I tell you that. Anyway, today's video is new. It is new for me. In a way, it's not new. I've done pantry menus before where I cook my week's meals from the pantry for the most part, This is the pantry challenge that is done by Jessica over at Three Rivers Homestead. That's her channel. I think she's been doing this for something like 10 years maybe, but Joan does it. Rise and Shine Suburban Homestead. She does it each year. And I was thinking about it this year, and I told her I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if I had it in me. She said, sure you can. So she inspired me. She inspired me to do it. And I'm going to give it my all. Well, Edie's going to do it over at Edie's Adventures. And then Sandy says, sure, I'm in. So us girls that brought you the mini collabs at Vlogmas are going to give you some little mini collabs during the month of January for this pantry challenge. Now, I don't know all the details of exactly how it started, what her rules are, nothing like that, but your premise is to go off of your well-stocked pantry. Use what you have. That way you rotate food out, and then you can put fresh food in. Keep it going. The rules are set by each individual person. You can, I'm not sure, but she may not buy anything. I can't do that. I don't have a way that I've been able to stock up on dairy foods. I don't have an extra refrigerator that I can just stock up dairy items and have a month's worth. So I have set some rules for myself. One of those is I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm going to use what I got. And if it don't go together, it's going to have to go together. But the rules I set for me are dairy. I'm allowed to buy dairy because, like I said, no way to have that stored up to fall back on. I'm allowed to buy sandwich bread because I'm not going to make sandwich bread. And truth be told, me and David both just bought a loaf. It'll probably last us the whole month because one loaf usually does last us the whole month. But if we run out, I will buy sandwich bread. Now, I won't buy any other kind. But you'll see my freezer, I don't really need to. Produce, I will allow myself produce. And then finally, whatever David needs for his breakfast. That's not a part of the challenge. He has to have breakfast when he comes in the morning. He picks what he wants each week. So whatever he needs, his juice, his meat, whatever, that has nothing to do with the challenge, so he'll get that. But those are the rules that I have set for myself. And if it's not in one of those categories, then we're out of luck. Also, we're going to try to do the no eating out. So in all transparency, we ate out tonight. This is not actually January the 1st. We ate out in anticipation of not eating out for a month. I told him, I said, we can do it. I know we can do it. I know we got this. I know we do. But what we're bringing you today is each one of us is going to show you our before pantry, what we have to work with, what we're going to be pulling from, so you can see how we're starting. And I'm going to tell you what, I had to inventory everything before. I hadn't filmed it yet. I went through and inventoried all my food because it's not going to do me any good if I don't know what I have. And oh my gosh, I have so much more food than I thought I did. When you get everything organized, because when you're just in and out of your freezer and you just kind of throw it here and throw it there and cram it wherever it'll fit, when you get in there and organize it, you find stuff you really forgot about. So we've got enough food. Some of them do it for February too. Joan says she'll do January and then assess how the month went and decide if she's going to go further. So that would be something to think about. But anyway, join Joan and Edie and Sandy and myself on our quest to, first of all, use up the food we have stored, and second of all, save some money. Who can't go in for saving some money? We can. Now, yeah, we'll spend it to stock it back up, but you know, I do those with sales, with BJ coupons, stuff like that. I don't just stock up just because I want it, unless it's, you know, a condiment like ketchup or something. I don't wait till it goes on sale. I'm talking about other things that are stocked up, and you know, all of our pantries are going to look different. What I have is not what Joan has, and vice versa, and what Edie has and Sandy has. We don't have the same food. We don't have the same cooking styles. So what you're going to see from me is going to be completely different from what you see from them. And you know what? That's okay. We all have our own lifestyle. And just be true to yourself. That's all you got to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and look at my pantry, what's considered my pantry in my middle bedroom, and my freezers, and the menu plans. We're going to do those on Friday. Ooh. We're going to do those on Fridays. So we'll all be doing a menu plan on Fridays with our grocery haul if we have any. And I will have some every Friday, because every Friday, and I consider almond milk and eggs dairy. So I always put them in my dairy category when I make my list, because you get them in that same section. So I will always, every week, show you eggs and almond milk and half, and milk. I'll show you them every week. You'll see those. So I think that was all I was going to... Okay, y'all see that light? I think that's all I was going to tell you. But the hashtag will be down below. You can click on it and go see if you can check out other channels that are doing it. You can go to Three Rivers Homestead, watch her, see how she does it. She does it different from the rest of us, you know. So anyway, that's all. Now let's just turn around and look at my pantries. Okay, the first place we're going to start is my little cabinet right here beside the stove. This is where I keep my, well, part of my canned goods. But this is where I have my corns and green beans. And back there's like some sugar peas and some beets. There's a little bit of pineapple, some soups, some pie fillings, chicken broth, beef broth, stuff like that. Up here are our little packets of hot cereal and our oatmeal. There's some broth. If I get up high enough, that up there is cream soups. Both of those are different ones. I have different flavors. And then crackers and cream of wheat. So that is the bulk of what's in this cabinet. Okay, then I have this where I have my bulk things, like instant brown rice. Look, there's 1, 2, 3 cake mix I haven't been using yet. Brown basmati, instant potatoes, instant rice. These are like little things for salad, soups, other kind of rice, brown sugar. And then here's my little jars, just different little odds and ends. Different little things down here. You can see my little soup mixes and powdered sugar and chocolate chips and Truvia, granolas, David's sugar sweetener, stevia. Okay, then in here, I've already taken a inventory of all this. This is all my boxed and packaged foods. You can see, look, I have lots of hamburger helpers I had just bought. That'll come in handy if I don't feel good. There you go, honey. Hamburger helper for when I don't feel good.
There you go.
I was telling him, because there's days I just don't feel good. I can't help it. So I just spotted one of my tricks. And I have a whole lot more stuffing down there than I thought. And some spaghetti sauce and a couple of bread mixes. Here is our oatmeals and some rices. And then all kind of manner of beans. I have inventoried all this. I would show you my inventory sheet, but it's all scribbled on. I got to redo it. And over here, it's just a bunch of sweet stuff. I don't need to be making it all, but if we want it, we got it. And just some little odds and ends. Then over here, there's my beans. Because y'all know we love beans. And then there's like little different flours and stuff in the back. And some pastas. And then these shelves are my condiments. And I didn't take an inventory of them. I figured what I'll do, I'll come in here before I make my menu and look and see if any of these condiments look like something I want to use that week, and then I'll make something with them. Because that's too many different things to write down, and I'd get overwhelmed looking at the paper. And then down there, there's my extra oatmeal. Oh, there's your tea, honey. I thought you was out. I knew I had bought some more.
Yeah.
See, I put it right here in front of my face, and I still can't see it. And there's some pineapples and fruit cocktails and stuff like that. Okay, here's my little freezer. I just want to indulge a moment. Sandy, do you see these? 64. They called it Action 64. That was a local TV station. And they gave these out one year. That was all 4 of them. And I got them. Don't you love those? Sandy likes Auntie Griffith, so I thought I'd show you those. So anyway, this is my little freezer. So up here is a lot of bread items in the back. And that is my leftover soup bowl, so we can make soup one day. And then there's some bread items right there. And the rest of all that, other than those dumplings, is all my corn on the cob. That's what's behind there. And then down here, hold on, my arm's getting, hold on. There are some peppers from the garden. And then there's one pie crust, and that whole thing right there is pumpkin from the garden. And then here are some French fries and some lima beans. I got a lot of lima beans. And down here, like tortellini and pierogies, some cheese, a whole bunch of my greens. That's all my greens down there. And some pasta sauce and some of my sweet freezer pickles. And then on the door, more vegetables. Come on now. More lima beans that I just did not know I had so many of. So just what I can get in the door. Broccoli and corn and different things. And I actually had 2 egg rolls. So I got 8 egg rolls. Well, I thought I only had 4. There's more okra that wouldn't fit in the other freezer. And that is my homemade cough syrup made with rock and rye. So let's go over here to the big freezer. Okay, here's this one. This is chicken thighs, bone-in and boneless. This is chicken wings and chicken breast. This is all squash. This is all chicken backs, cooked chicken diced, turkey diced, maybe some more breast, a couple more breasts maybe. And there's a bunch of, oh, David said we had shrimp we didn't eat yet. I said no we don't, because I went through that freezer and I would know if it was there. Hold on. Looky there. We sure do. I'll have to go tell him he was right. I just noticed it when I had the light in here. And all that's cranberries, and that is corn from the garden and some squash. Here is my bacon, some raviolis, a little bit of sausage and some more sausage. This is my pre-cooked stuff. It's already cooked, just like leftovers and frozen. And then this is my beef drawer and a little bit of pork and some flounder. And then over here I got all our chicken nugget type things, and I do have some butter. I was lucky about that. Cheese sticks we hadn't eaten yet. And my squash, I think from keeping it in the door, has made it get icy. But it's still fried. And pot pies and just some little odds and ends up the top. So that is my big freezer. Now over here, I did not uncover. These are my tomato products. I keep them covered so they stay dust free. And these are my pickles and my little jellies. Oh, I'm not holding my camera very well, am I? And these I think are jellies. Oh, my chow chow. There were some kidney beans I had tried. And my cranberry sauce, which is delicious. And then over here, this is my kraut. This is, what is this? Oh, my chicken broth. And there's nothing there. Oh, that fell off, but that is my green tomato salsa. It's delicious, by the way. So, there's that. So, as you can see, I have a lot of food to pull from. I think we can do it. It's just going to be if I feel like cooking everything. I have items in there that aren't necessarily from scratch, but they will help me. And I don't mind taking help from the store, y'all know that. But a lot of my food in there, like the squashes and okras, they need to be done, like okra patties, squash casserole, squash patties, that kind of thing. So, wish me luck. But anyway, there you have it. That's what I'm starting with. So, see you when I see you.